If you want to make money with AI, then the easiest way to do it is to sell voice AI agents to businesses. These voice AI agents help businesses make more money, save time, and build their reputation. So they absolutely love it. Plus, it's non-intrusive within their ecosystem. So it's really easy, risk-free to install. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your own voice AI agent and deploy and sell within a couple of minutes, because it's really easy to do it with the right programs out there. My name is Altis, and I own my own AI agency and mentorship program. And that's exactly what we do. We create and sell these very specific and useful AI agents to businesses. So in this video, we're going to go create a voice AI agent with Go Highlevel for a roofing business. And of course, we're going to use Claude to help us build it out so it's perfect. And of course, I'm going to give you a bunch of free stuff at the end to download, test, and try. So if you really want to take your AI business to the next level, then this video is going to be for you. So we are going to set this up and Go Highlevel because it's 99% for you, done for you, ready to go. It just works out the box. It's a really totally amazing product and system. And when you go down the link down the bottom, I'll give you that 14-day free trial if you want to go check it out. Alternatively, when you come and join the small mentorship program, you get unlimited Highlevel for free, unlimited accounts as much as you want. Alternative to all of that, there's the 5-day course. It's a free course that also gives you access to Go Highlevel for free. But at the end of the day, we are going to build out a voice AI system for a roofing company. Okay, so, and the roofing company is going to have all its extra modules and all the extra goodies built out into Highlevel. So it's not just a voice AI system, but we're going to have the capability of workflows, calendars, emails, and all of it within Highlevel. So that's what makes it really, really good. So go get yourself Highlevel. If you already have Highlevel, then we're going to get good to go. So once you have a sub account set up for your roofing business or whatever business you want, there's a couple of things just to consider before you build out the voice AI system is um, have a calendar system set up and ready, because we want to build out our voice AI system so it can make calendar bookings. So for this example, we are going to get it to book into a calendar for quotes. Okay, so it's just going to be pretty basic because I want to show you the proof of concept, just how easy it is if you have it set up. So when you get Highlevel, you can literally just go create a calendar, couple of clicks, you have a calendar. Now, to demonstrate how powerful this and the unlimited capability that you can actually use with it, I'm going to show you 2 workflows. Okay, so it's good to have these workflows set up and ready. So roofing companies have usually 2 parts to them. They have a commercial and a residential business. The residential quoting sales team have very specific rules and regulations. So you usually have the experts within that, and then in the commercial as well. So usually they want things split up. So that's where workflows comes in. And again, Highlevel just does that. So I just build out these quicker 2 workflows. And all it does is, what we're going to do is, once someone says they are a real estate prospect or lead, it's going to trigger this workflow. If it's going to be residential, it's going to be that workflow. And it just means we're going to give them a cool tag. So within our CRM, because again, an extra awesome product that you sell with your voice AI system is the fact that you have a CRM system. Okay, so the CRM system, we're going to tag them so we know all our clients are all your leads, prospective leads, all booking, all quotes are going to be of residential status. Then we're going to assign them users. So we'll have our sales team or your quote team. And again, if it's going to be in real estate, it might be, yeah, again, sales, residential quotes, your agents that buy. You can assign different users, multiple users within there. Then we want to send those users a notification. So it's just a basic workflow. So once someone says, I'm a residential owner, I'm going to want to quote for my roofing company, then this workflow is going to trigger. And what's it going to do? It's going to get our specialist. It's going to tag us in our CRM. It's going to get our specialist. It's going to notify our specialists. And then it's going to, by email, so our specialist is going to get a new quote, and then an email to the person saying, hey, we have received your quote, because people want to know when they click buttons that stuff actually work. So it's going to say like, hey, we got your quote. Someone's going to look at it. Don't worry. Sit tight. Okay. So just 2 workflows, one residential, one commercial. Now, the reason I set this up is because I want to show you how to do it within the system, but I also want to give you a really, really good tip, and I'll show you what I mean with this. And in our demo that we're going to use, as I'm going to use the residential one. So we're going to demo as someone saying a residential person wants a quote. Now, again, it's very important. You need to test. Make sure you test all the functions, all the capability, test everything that goes with it. Okay. So a really good thing to do in here is your very first step is just should be a wait function. Okay. Now, this is for testing only. So I'm just going to put a wait function. I'm going to say 1 and I'm going to say day. So this just means when we're testing the system, we're going to test and make sure that within our Go Highlevel voice AI system, that it's going to send someone to this actual workflow and without going into the workflow and going out of the workflow. So this is going to happen in a couple of seconds, right? If you do it in real life, it's going to come through, it's going to go through the workflow, assign, tag, notify, email, and done. We're just adding this wait in here, and you'll see at the end why this is going to be important, because once we're testing, people will be stuck in this wait, and that just means that we are able to see that they are now actively enrolled. So no one enrolled in here yet, and they're sitting in the wait status. It means that part of the function is working. Okay, so it's really good to have a plan, build it out kind of slowly, so you know where and when things goes wrong. If you didn't have this, you would have to go create a new email. You'd have to have an email address and then sign it up to go in here and then check that you receive an email every time. Okay, so just a little tip, just a little tip. So you need at the very start at least some sort of calendar system. You need to have some users, add them in as well. So I've got the 2 workflows we're going to test. Now, I've also, for this one, I'm going to set up a calendar, a website. You don't have to set up a website. I'm not going to show you how to set up the website, but I got these awesome templates. So again, I want to say that Highlevel is 99% done, but when you join a cool community, you actually get these awesome, cool templates. So this is all website templates, and it's really cool looking active websites that's ready to go. You just got to change your names and logos. So you can see this is the roofing one, and it's really, really cool, modern looking. So all I've done is I've preloaded this one on there, and I'm going to have to just edit it later out, but it's really cool looking, really functional. Um, it has all the stuff and it's really cool looking websites. And there's about almost 80 of them built in from the websites. I've closed this one because we're not going to need it. We have all sorts of care facilities, cool ones like this. See, really interactive, cool websites. Um, moving companies, it's really cool. Got videos in there. So really modern, interactive inside Go Highlevel. So it's really, really a done for you system where you just got to change some names and logos. Um, yeah, there's just a couple of, I'll show, just quickly go through them, and that's pretty much the examples I have. But there's about 81 of them that you actually get. That's all website related when you join us. So just something to consider. That's again where I say I'm going to bang on about Highlevel, how good it is. So the next thing we're going to use is Claude. So I've set up a new Claude for this. So this is just going to help us build our voice AI system, and we'll get to that part really, really soon. And you'll see what it is. It's just a Claude project. So you need to pay for the Claude version of this so you can set up Claude projects. And all it is it's just a project with a bunch of pre-made examples that I've used in the past and how-to guides loaded into this, what Claude calls a projects, but it's kind of an assistant, a Claude chat assistant that has a knowledge base. It's got its own prompt, and in the knowledge base is just a bunch of things like my pre-made examples, what makes for good and bad prompting when it comes to voice AI agents. I got a couple of examples of previous ones that I built. So it just kind of knows what makes for good, what makes for good sounding ones. And I have ones in here, for example, that um, we have a booking example. So lots of cool little examples. So we're training our voice AI agent to know how and what we want. Okay, so just something to consider. So we'll just leave all this out for it, and we're going to get to this part really soon. So just get your head around that. It's an AI agent that is skilled and trained at building voice AI prompts, because we gave it a prompt and we gave it some knowledge. So let's go out and build out a voice AI agent. So who are we going to build this for? So I literally just went for this example. I looked for commercial and residential roofing companies, because I want to give you an example with kind of real world. And if you're going to do this and you would sign this person up, this would be kind of the same thing you're going to do. You're probably going to add a little bit more detail to it, but I want to demonstrate how easy it is to really set this up. So I've just scrolled through here and I've just found literally a roofing company. It's only got 5 reviews, and here doesn't mean they're no good. It just means they don't have systems in place for it. And I've clicked on them, and sure enough, when you come to their website, so like this looks cool, but as soon as you scroll down a little bit, you can see it's a pretty average website. But we're just going to use this as an example to build out our voice AI agent. Okay, so let's get building into that. So just the first part I'm going to do is I'll exit out of this and I'll just go to voice AI agents. Now, I just had to pause and quickly go put on a jacket because I'm getting really cold. But you're going to go through settings. You're going to come to voice AI agents on the side here, and we're going to hit a new agent. Now, this is what I mean. This is so easily done out the box, ready to go. We're just going to fill in the details in here, and we're just going to call this one roofing today main. The business is going to be called roofing today. And again, this will be filled in if you create a sub account. It's just my test account. So when you fill in your business details, it's in there ready to go. It looks really good, really smart. And then it's just a matter of selecting the right voice for your country, where you are, and what the businesses would like. So we're going to use an Australian voice in here. So I'm going to hit Paul, and you can play it. You can see
The pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong endeavor, one I embrace with unwavering enthusiasm.
yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. So I'm just going to change this. There's a welcoming message. Welcome to roofing today. How can I help you? Take out the extra today. And just make sure that you click the save buttons if there are any save buttons in there. But that's pretty good in here. So next part. There's literally only 3 steps to set, or there's only 2 steps to setting this up, really. The third step is just adding a number. But we're just going to switch to advanced mode. Now, you have the knowledge base in here, and there's a couple of knowledge bases in here that I've done before. What it just means is when you have a large amount of documentation, large amount of data, you need to put it into a knowledge base, kind of like going to the library or asking Google for an answer. If your AI agent doesn't know it, it needs to go somewhere to get the answer. So if you have a big property list and so product list or things like that, then you just need to add those in there and build out a new knowledge base. I don't need that, because all we're going to do is just have the basics in here about the actual business. So that doesn't really matter for me. In the prompt in here, we're going to leave this blank because we're going to go through it in the next part. But we have a couple of functions we need to do. So first, we always need to have a backup, so a call transfer function. So you can have this, and you're going to set this up if you have very specific people that you want to transfer calls to, or it's really good to have the human in the loop function. So if someone says, I want to speak to a real person, our agent is going to need to know where to transfer it. So I just always call this human in the loop. And put in my number, or be the owner's number, or if they want to speak to David, this is what you're going to have to do. And just the basics is in here. It's ready to go really much. When should you transfer the call is when they want to speak to a real person. What to say when transferring, please hold for David, or please hold and I will transfer you. And now the header whisper message is just what the person on the other side's going to get. So you don't just get an abrupt phone call and doesn't make any sense. It's just a little bit in here that's going to give us a bit of action. So, hello, you are getting a phone call from so and so. Do you want to accept the call? For example, okay? So it's a little bit in there. It's the number one function you need to fill in. So the next one, things we need to do is we need our AI agent to update the name, update the phone number, or update the email address. It will update the phone number automatically because Highlevel is good like this. And if it has the phone number in there already, it will update. It will have the updated contact details because it's a CRM system. What makes it so great, right? So update a name is going to be a function, update a telephone number, or update an email address, and then we'll do the booking stuff and we'll do this workflow stuff. Okay, but so first things first is we're going to update the contact details, and it is going to be update the name. What should update? We wanted to update the first name. What to update? It kind of like sounds double, but it has different meanings for all of it. The first name of the caller, and then we're just going to say David. No, we're not going to say David because we use David as an example. Sam, Mark, who's just call this a little bit different. Steve. Okay. Um, this you can do if it needs to update it every time, but it's a CRM system. We don't always want to update it. So if my phone number comes in from my mobile and it has a contact in there, I don't want it to re-update it because it will know who I am because I've previously talked to it. Especially if businesses and it might be updating different business names. You don't want that. Okay. So don't worry about that. I wouldn't fill this in. I keep it like that is. So the next one is just going to be exactly the same. It's just going to be for the email address. So let me load this. We're going to say again, update contact details. It's going to say update email. So it's a name so we can see it. What's it going to update the email field? What is it? The email address the person gives. Okay. And Steve at gmail.com. Mark at gmail.com, and we'll hit the save button. So it updated the contact details, and I'll come back once that's loaded. Okay, that one's filled in. So the next part is going to be once we ask the person, or once the person says they want a quote or a booking, then we're going to ask them if they have a residential or a commercial, and it's going to trigger their workflows for us. Now, I've only have the residential one in here, but that's an action it needs to take as well. So we're going to come to new now. Just remember, large language modules, AI agents, voice prompts, they have the capability of being smart, but if you don't tell them how to act, how to behave, and what to do, it's not going to know. So we need to say that we are going to trigger a workflow, and the workflow name is going to be residential. What workflow should be triggered? This one. When to trigger the workflow? When they say they want a quote for a residential roof. Okay, so I personally think a bit of a flaw in here around Highlevel for this part in here. Be good that you don't need this in here, but it says when we're going to update a specific, or we're going to trigger a workflow, it's going to have to say something. I don't think this should be in here. The agent will exactly say this message before triggering the workflow. I think it should be an option. I don't think it should be a must-have, but we're going to say, do you want a free quote? They're going to say yes. We're going to say, do you have a commercial or residential? They're going to say residential. And then it's going to trigger the workflow, but it's also going to say something. So it's really annoying, that part. So we're just going to add something creative in here. And I'm just going to say, great, we have a team of experts for this. Okay, so just a little something in there that's going to say, and you'll hear it's a bit annoying. Okay, so in fact, let's just hit the dot button. We'll come back to this and test this, see if this actually works. If it says nothing. All right, so next I also need to just stop and just think a little bit about the and I need to move these along. Actually, update email address. So we're gonna hit this in there. because we want this to happen within the call. Because when we do the booking function, you'll see the booking adds one as well in here. So we want this to happen within the call, not after the call. So it's good that's in there because I want to talk about this. And I missed it at the start. So what I want it to do is during our conversation, it needs to update all those details, because as soon as we create a booking, that booking also needs to be in these people's names. When we trigger the workflow, because we have these custom variables in here, these actions need to happen during the call so we can get the person's details. Okay, so really, really important. And this is going to be part of the actual wait process, because we're going to trigger the workflow. We're going to give it a couple of minutes to wait so it can update the phone call, update the email, and then once this is updated, it's going to trigger the workflow. So just think about this from a technical computing side of things. If I'm going to say I want to get a booking, the system is going to say, all right, is the booking for residential or is it for commercial? Now, when you say residential, as soon as you say that word, it's going to trigger the workflow. All right. But it's going to trigger the workflow, and then it's not going to have the first name, last name in there because we haven't asked for it yet. So we're just going to put a bit of a timer in there. Now, yes, we can switch this up in different ways, and where we ask the first name, last name in residential as well. But there's still a process in a couple of seconds that goes on for our AI system and our CRM system to get updated. So we're going to keep with this wait function in here. We're just going to reduce it instead of 1 day to a couple of minutes. Okay, but we want this to happen within the flow. Right. So second thing I need you to just pause and think about. There's a big difference between making quotes or making a booking and getting a free quote. A free quote can literally just mean a bit of thing on a paper, whereas a booking is an actual time and schedule to it. And we're going to get to that when you do your prompting. We're going to need to make sure that free quote means making a booking, not giving a free quote based on questions and answers. Because I can build this out where I say, give me your roofing size, the type you want, and then it's just going to work out a free quote from there. We don't want that. The quote and booking needs to be aligned. So we're going to add the booking function in here. So it's going to be a booking function. It's called a booking function for it. And we're going to select our calendar, very basics in here. And these are just the how far should the dates be set apart, how many slots a day, and so on. Leave that to the basics. If you want more in there, have more slots in between, then that's going to be okay as well. So it's going to hit the save button, and you're going to see it's going to create an extra update in here as well, because it has the email updater in well. So we're kind of doubling up a little bit, because I do find sometimes it doesn't pick up the email function in here. So extract email for booking, and you can click on it and you can see it's a it is this one. It's kind of like a mandatory one in here, and you can't really even change it, right? So I'm typing in here, can't change the ones in here. So it's just a part of it puts in here. So now we got the when to transfer in here. We got the triggering the workflow. We got the updating the basic details and the booking. And I think it's actually taken update the name, extract the email. It's actually taken the other one out. Okay, that's all right. I thought it would have both in there. So that's okay. It doubles up. That's fine. So let's go through and now create our, our total prompt. So what I'll do is I'll just open my Claude. All right. So what I've actually done is I've just gone and typed this out quickly myself. But all I'm saying is that it's quite a long prompt. So all I want to say is that I want you to create a voice agent for a business. I want you to have two tasks. You need to be informative, answer questions about it, and guide them towards a free quote. And then also, I just go in details by saying that free quote means a booking. So schedule a calendar for free quote for booking. Okay, so I kind of just repeat myself that I make sure that I say that that's what we want as soon as someone says that. And then I just go over through saying that we need to grab their details if they want a booking, get their first name, the last name, and the email address, and make sure we ask, obviously, if it's a residential or a commercial. And then all I did was I just literally went and copied and pasted this website because it's all text, and I pasted it in here. So we have a big about the business, and I hit the send button, and it's just chucked out this amazing prompt exactly like this. And it just says, you are Sammy, you're the assistant for the roofing. It's got an environment, it's got a tone, right? This is really good because it works really well with high level voices. Our goals is to answer questions, generate qualified leads, guide them towards a free quote. And then just got some business details in here that we can test out. Um, Conversation flow. It's got some examples. It's got some steps in here. This is awesome. Like, it's done all this. You didn't have to think about this, especially the rules. Always do, never do, error handling. Use, I don't need this. Use the Microsoft Outlook booking tool. All right, I need to edit this part. Use the Microsoft Outlook tool when a customer goes for a free quote. Don't need that. Nice. Hit the Control A. Oh no, don't need Control A. Just go up in here. We're gonna copy this, and remember our assistant's name is Paul. And come in here, paste this in here. Now, in the previous flow, I used the Microsoft one, so it's probably where it's picked it up from my history. So let's just go through and find where it says Microsoft. Come on, booking, key benefits, Microsoft user, booking tool when a customer is registered on the free quote. Nice. So this is what I want to say. Make sure that we say that quotes equals bookings. So then it will trigger that workflow. And it's pretty much done, guys. That's how good it is. We have Paul in here. Paul. Okay. So let me grab my phone. We're gonna hit the next button here. Now, the bits down the bottom is who should get notifications when a call comes in. All the admins, all the users. So it means you get an email and you get an update to say what's happened. So let's hit the next button, and it saves that automatically for us. And grab my phone in here, and we are going to test it. So this is where you select your phone number. I already have a AI agent in here, and enable AI agent backup for a phone number. I don't need that. Set the working hours. I want it to work all the time. It's one of the great things. Missed call, text back, nighttime, 24-hour working AI assistant. So let's test it out to her. And Highlevel makes it really easy to do this for here. So hit the call button. Now, a couple of times I found that it actually doesn't save my prompt. So here it is. It's coming in for here. So let's test this.
Hey, you have reached roofing today. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. I just wondered, do you service the Sydney area?
Yes, we service all of Sydney, including areas like Parramatta, Bondi, Northern Beaches, and more. What type of roofing service are you looking for?
I have a problem with my guttering. Do you do that?
Absolutely. We offer gutter maintenance services. Are you experiencing any specific issues with your gutters?
No, I just need someone to come give me a quote to do all round roofing fix, I guess.
Got it. We can definitely help with that. Would you like to schedule a free quote for your roofing and gutter needs?
Yes, please.
Great. Is this quote for a residential roof?
Yes, it is for residential.
Perfect. Could I please get your first name?
My first name is David.
Thanks, David. What's the best email address to send your quote confirmation to?
It's david@gmail.com.
Thanks, David. Just to confirm, your email is david@gmail.com. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. Now, let's find a time that works for you. How about Monday, July 28th at either 8 a.m., 11 a.m., or 2 p.m.?
8 a.m. will be good.
It seems there was a hiccup with booking your appointment. Let me try that again for you. Would you like to stick with the same time, or would you prefer another slot?
Let's try another slot.
All right, let's try again. How about Monday, July 28th at either 11 a.m. or 2 p.m.?
2 p.m.
I've booked your appointment for Monday, July 28th at 2 p.m. You'll receive a confirmation email shortly. Our team looks forward to assisting you with your roofing needs.
All right, cool. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks for reaching out to Roofing today. If you need anything else or decide.
Oh, just like that, it works. So that's what I mean. It's a straight out of the box working system. Like, how amazing is that? Now, the transcript's right in here. You can read the transcript as you're testing through. Um, yeah, my name is David. Takes the break for residential. We've added the dot in there, so that actually works. It's a good workaway around that. Um, yeah, uh, this is this is what I mean. A done for you system that works. Now, if I come in here, when I hit this refresh button in here, we should have a person in here in the wait step. So that's what I mean. This is how you test it. You come through, and there we go. We have him in here. We have David in here. Sweet. So if we click on David, it should bring up the contact details. And what's going to happen is, because there's no David at david.com, it would not update the email address. Well, I hope there's no David at david.com. Sweet, that doesn't work. That's all right, because that's not in there. Doesn't matter to me in here. Let's just look at the transcript in here. Where is it? Yeah, no, it's got the email address, so it's all right. It's updated the email address, but it knows there's no email address because I have the email tool. Really, remember to have email verification in here. You'll see it doesn't work. So you'll see when I hit this, in a couple of minutes, it comes back and says it's not a valid address. So anyway, up in here, view appointment. It's in there. Appointments make our sources from Voice AI. And do we have the rest of the notes in here? I need to update some notes. Sweet. There's the AI calling log in here. How good is that, right? All done for you. This is what I mean. Highlevel is such an amazing system where it does all this. It updates all this. Um, you don't have to build out the extra workflows for it. Let's go through in here. Calendars, all of us. There we go. David's in there as well. So it just works straight out the box. So might go out, tweak some things, maybe go out and talk about the voice AI tone of things, might have to change, but it works and it's good. All you need is a phone number, buy one, get one in there. And this is what I mean, it works really well. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, I think this is a really amazing system. The fact that it just spits this out first time, the prompt works straight off the back. The only thing I have to change is the Outlook thing. But a really good prompt that was created means a really good examples to follow. I might just change these a little bit. To change the tone, but you get the idea. It works. It updates contacts. It updates your CRM. It runs workflows. Um, it has calendar bookings. It just goes that easy. If you've done any of the other ones, you'll know how hard some of these can be. So yeah, I'll leave the prompt for you. I'll leave those PDFs for you. I'll come and add some stuff in the free resourcing guide, but obviously, there will be more within the actual paid community. So in the free community, there's some stuff in here, but you want to go check out our main group that's in here. It's got all the goodies. The value you actually get in here, the unlimited high level, is totally insane. So make sure you come and check it out. Hope this made sense. Hope you had fun watching this. Hope you guys sell AI. Use those high level links. It's really good, really valuable, and we'll talk to you all very soon.